Good morning. Today is section 88, verses 81 through 100, and you can characterize these 20 verses by talking about, I don't want to say the second coming, but signs of the times. That's the word I was looking for, signs of the times. So I have open all my books, because I was reading, obviously. And the signs of the times do not interest me, like, at all. Is that wrong of me? I don't know. I feel like it's not important to my eternal salvation. Is that wrong? I don't know. But, I mean, it's like, in the companion book, it's interesting facts about the angels and their trumps, and it just goes through the same thing that it talks about in the scriptures. The first angel will sound his trump, and then blah 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 will happen, and then the second angel will sound his trump, and blah 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 will happen. And I don't find that fascinating. I just don't. I don't know. It's when the second angel shall sound his trump, the time has come for the redemption of the spirits who have accepted Christ in the spirit world upon the time of his second coming. They will be resurrected then and enter terrestrial glory. When the third angel shall sound his trump, those who are worthy of terrestrial glory will be judged and receive, and on and on. It says the exact same thing in the Ludlow. I don't know. They say to study these things out so you know when he's coming, but it's like, why do you need to know when he's coming if you're prepared for it? Which I'm not saying I'm prepared for it, but I think my time would be better spent preparing myself to be ready for his coming instead of knowing when he's coming. Right? I feel that way. Was there anything at all? Well, this scripture, we've said many times, and all things shall be in commotion, and surely men's hearts shall fail them, and fear shall come upon all people. Everybody's living in fear right now. Honestly, it feels like I've gone back in time to the beginning of the pandemic. How fearful people are. Drives me crazy. Anyways. Okay, so generally, he was talking about their mission to, learn what they can so that they can go out and preach. And he's saying, I need you to go preach so that the blood and sin of this generation is not upon your heads, because the time is shortly coming when this, and this is happening. So that's the context here. And yeah, from 92 to 100 and further on, it just talks about the angels sounding their trumps. Where is it? I love this one. Where is it? And he shall sound his trump both loud and long, and all nations shall hear it. I like to, what was it? I talked about this earlier in the year, last year, something like that, about how there was a meme that had that caption right under Donald Trump's picture. I just thought that was funny. Anyways, I think that's all I have for today. Mainly because all it does is talk about these angels and sounding their trumps. And it doesn't interest me. Like, okay, the first trump sounding, what happens then? Okay, the second trump, blah, blah, blah. But I did notice something. Okay, 87. For not many days hence, and the earth shall tremble and reel to and fro as a drunken man, and the sun shall hide his face, and shall refuse to give light, and the moon shall be bathed in blood, and the stars shall become exceedingly angry, and shall cast themselves down as a fig that falleth from off a fig tree. And after your testimony cometh wrath and indignation upon this people. For after your testimony cometh the testimony of the earthquakes, that shall cause groanings in the midst of her, and men shall fall upon the ground, and shall not be able to stand. And also cometh the testimony of the voice of thunderings, and the voice of lightnings, and the voice of tempests, and the voice of the waves of the sea heaving themselves beyond their bounds. I had thoughts. Anyways, if I could put them together into words. So I'm trying to collect my thoughts, but to me it is saying that once there is this proclamation of the gospel of Jesus Christ, you go out and you give the testimony of Christ, meaning the apostles, the restoration of the gospel, that there shall be condemnation and indignation and wrath set upon the earth and the wicked people. And I think we can see that as, as time goes on, there's more and more earthquakes, more and more storms, tsunamis, things like that. If you just take notice of the frequency in which they happen over the past, 100 years or so, what is it? We celebrated 200 years since the first vision. So you just take notice of the frequency of how they happen. You're seeing that they're coming. One time I made a list of all the natural disasters that have happened. Well, I didn't get very far. It was shortly after high school, sometime around there. From present to past, and I don't think I got very far because there were so many. But anyways, that's all I got for today. Yeah, that's it. What? Huh? Where's my bookmark? Well, alright, enough of me fumbling. Have a great day. Love you all.